So I realized that these Let's Plays are time-shifted. That is, we're not recording live. And in addition to that, you know, just, I don't know when you might be finding these on YouTube and watching them. But most likely, it's going to be a very long time after I'm actually recording it. So, the fact that I'm about to reference the new year of 2015 probably has little to no significance to you whenever you're watching this. But it's the end of 2014, and I've been going through and reviewing my YouTube analytics. Got some deadly seashell traps here, you gotta watch out. Whee! Yeah, I checked out my YouTube analytics, and I'm just so pleased and taken aback with what I've seen. Like, I've gotten a lot of support on this channel this year, and I'm so thankful for all the engagement and response that I've gotten on all these videos. Your feedback is absolutely critical to me. I always read every comment. I pay attention to what people are watching, what people are liking, and you are the reason that I do this. You decide what games I'm going to play, and in what order, what kind of videos I'm going to make, and I love doing this. I'm so thankful to have a really supportive audience that has enabled me to do something I love and share it with the world. Thank you guys so much. Like, I've seen this channel really take off this year, and I just so much dark, synthetic. But seriously, you guys are excellent. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, doing anything. Every little bit helps, and I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy that I can bring this to you, and I look forward to doing a lot more in the I just said years. That might be a little ambitious. We're gonna take it 1 year at a time and see where it goes. But I don't have any plans of slowing down anytime soon. So if you're willing to take this ride with me, I'm willing to keep on driving. So now back to the actual game that we're playing. Continue with my little melodic reviews. Just in time to build up puzzles here. Kind of tricky. Oh no! Oh, do we have piranhas in here? No, we do have seahorses. Anything else in here that I need to look at? Some cool sea anemones. Again, our emulator is just not really wanting to cooperate as well as we would like for it to. That's the downside to emulation. It's a great hobby. I love doing it. It's a ton of fun, seeing what kind of games you can emulate on a decent game PC. But there's always those times where it just doesn't work the way we like it. Let's make sure we can get this egg. Well, we're not going to get it if we can't get that first one. We might actually come back to it. We might, because I was very curious about what lies through that. There it is, right here. That just takes us. Made it. Oh, get through, Spyro. Don't get squished. There you go, buddy. I'm not sure if passing on one side or the other is easier, but I'm going to try to stay on the side with the thinnest point. Hey, here's that ledge that we couldn't get to before. Come on, get there, buddy. Alright. One more button to take down. We still have quite a few to go. We've got to smash 7 of these things, I think, in order to unlock the next, well, presumably the next boss fight. I feel like it just raised those ledges because there is a pretty intense gliding puzzle it's going to have covered us now. Yeah, we're going to go across here. Fortunately, we got those pillars up in case we miss these jumps. Now, I think I've given a passing nod. Careful. These things actually move. How about that? I think I've given a passing nod to the music, and that, and I'm fairly positive for that. It's positive, it's upbeat, it's noticeable. but it's certainly, I don't think it compares at all with Stuart Copeland's work on previous entries in the series. Stuart Copeland did the music for the original Spyro trilogy by Insomniac Games, and I'm pretty sure he did the soundtrack for Enter the Dragonfly as well, the first spin-off of Insomniac. And I loved his themes. They did a great job of combining these kind of, just a variety of influences. You know, there's this folk kind of feel to it, but at the same time kind of fantasy vibe. And, you know, they can be whimsical and light, but at the same time, like, epic fantasy soundtrack sounding too.
Spyro, thank goodness you're here. My hatchlings can't seem to get into the water. And naturally, with me being a turtle, I want my newborn children to be able to go into the ocean unsupervised.
Naturally. Save turtles by killing all the attacking enemies. Okay, so it's an turret challenge. Oh no, it looks like I can actually make some friendly fire happen here, so I gotta be careful. This is significantly trickier than the last version now. We might just go through one level of this if we can. Oh no, 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 no! She got. Oh! I'm so sorry, that was your child. Those vultures are crabs. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. No! Stay away from them, you monsters! They're only babies! What are you doing? Oh, this is terrible. Oh! Carnage! Pure turtle carnage! Why does Spyro always learn mini games where we have the same turtles? I remember there was a challenge for Spyro 2 where we had to save a bunch of turtles from being made into soup. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is awful. Pure madness. Hey, him. Claws off it. Woo! Alright, yeah, we're not going to do the second version of that for a light gym. That was already hectic enough.
Thank you, Spyro. Why don't you take this egg? It was on the beach, but I don't think it's one of mine. There's another class heading off for a swim. Help them into the water, and I will give you another reward.
No, thank you. So coming again to the music, oh, can I actually go through here? I guess this is just for the sake of her doing anything. Alright, let's go help out that otter dude with his water problem. Yeah, coming back to the music, I vastly prefer Stuart Copeland's work on the soundtrack. Just because it was fun, it was quirky, but at the same time, there was some kind of, I don't want to say like super serious undertones to it, but it didn't feel completely cartoony. Which is something I can't really say for the soundtrack here. I'm not sure who did the soundtrack this time around. But it's all peppy and perky and I feel like they may have overplayed it. I understand this is a cartoon platform with one fundamental, but I think it's perhaps a little bit too much in that respect. Also, I think they might suffer from overplaying the theme a little bit too much. The original Spyro had a theme for sure, and it did repeat the theme through a couple levels, but not to the degree that I've heard this theme. So I think that it starts to kind of lose its value at that point. All these guys have already been through here. Yes, course, these may sound very nitpicky, and I'll admit that they're very subjective criticisms as well. I mean, if it's just a simple matter of, oh, you don't like the soundtrack, that's totally a matter of personal taste. I'm sure there's many people out there who vastly enjoy the soundtrack. This is exactly what they want to hear when they play a cartoon platform. It's just, I think I'm definitely more optimistic from the perspective than if this was a totally new IP and just like a totally new story. The fact that it is Spyro is going to force me to weigh it against the Spyros that I've played before.
Water's not right. Get more water in the pool, dude. Can't swim in water that low. Get with the plan, dude. The light gem awaits.
Yep, on it. On it, Jules. Grabs. And specifically because Spyro holds a very special place in my heart. This was actually the original Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation 1. Was the very first console game that I can't remember the first video game period I've ever owned, because I did get a copy of Pokemon Blue version back when it first came out for the Game Boy. But I can't remember when that came out, because I think that was 97 that the US version of Pokemon came out, and the first Spyro came out in 98, so I think I had that much. But regardless, first console game was Spyro, and I loved it. I feel like it shaped my experience with video games ever after, you know? I think it just kind of imprinted me. That was the kind of games that I'd be interested in, and it really raised my expectations to that level. And it was just such a whimsical and fun universe to explore. Oh, I see what it was an excellent universe to explore at that age, because I was young and I just had a ton of creativity behind me. Oh, cool. So I gotta time this so that I can go speed. This is fun. Nice, I like this. And with that first Spyro game, it was so easy for me to just look at these awesome, expansive worlds and just let my mind go from there, you know, and just kind of imagine what might be lying just over the next bridge. So I got a huge amount of respect and love for the Spyro series, and because of that, it was kind of friends that was about the time that the internet started becoming a really big thing, and internet gamer culture and forums and such. And it was through Spyro fan sites that I made a lot of my first online friends, and kind of got my first taste of internet culture, you know. I feel like it's not going to talk about. Okay. So yeah, Spyro was just this major pillar in my life as my youth, you know. And so it's gonna be hard for me not to, compare any follow-up to something that was that simple.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
We have water and crystals. Excellent.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
And another one. There we go. But at the same time, I recognize the inherent unfairness of comparing a game in such a long history. And I do try to judge. I'm doing my best to try to judge just on some points. Now, with that being said, I will kind of renege on that a little bit and say that it does kind of invite some criticism on itself by trying to throw back to the old Spyro roots. It's a lot easier for me to judge a game like The Legend of Spyro, any of it, as a new and separate game, because it is a totally new and separate game. Gameplay, different style of storytelling. So it doesn't lend itself to comparison as a platforming as much as cartoony platforming is. But when you actually are legitimately trying to make the original Spyro magic happen again, just with that territory,